Biggie, for this, my whole time I've ever done Big Brother Nigeria, I've never seen shit day like this. Hey, Biggie, I was played.
Politician in the mud. You guys, they ran kid streets yesterday, like serious streets. It's today that he gave us a proper breakdown of how he went round and what exactly he gave the different housemates for them to nominate him for their pardon me please. And at the end of the day, guess how many people nominated? What's the name in my mouth? At the end of the day, guess how many people nominated him? One person. You guys, just cross. Just cross. After he has finished bribing his way, doing his politician work, it was a fail, an epic fail. You guys, welcome back to my channel, guys. We are going to talk about this very hilarious diary room session, and then there were some tears actually in the diary room, and their wild task. They just finished like some parts of their wild task. So let's proceed. If you're here, just let me know if the volume is okay. So moving on, there are some other things that Kid had to say because he spent his time in the diary room session just pouring out his mind and just expressing
Gentlemen's
how
agreement, smiled, everything.
just expressing it was so funny, you guys. If you watched it, then you understand what I'm talking about.
Hands were shaking, eye contact was taken, gentlemen's agreement, smiled, everything was done. Biggie, I had a checklist, check. I had 8 people that said, kid, why do you have my votes? I went from zone A to zone B. One polling unit to the other.
One polling unit to the other. He literally put it in voting terms, like normal country voting terms. He said he went from one polling unit to the other. He was moving like a politician yesterday, trying to garner votes, trying to bribe his way, to be honest. That's bribery. Bribery and corruption. Kidwa, you're bringing bribery and corruption into Big Brother's house. We're not going to allow that. We are not going to take it, you guys. Okay, so somebody said volume is okay. Thank you very much. So we're not going to allow that, Kidwaya. So let me then he now explained how he went around. He spoke to Sheyi, he spoke to Cross, he spoke to Pere, he spoke to Alex. He said he had like at least 6 people that he was sure would call his name in the diary room. So he felt like he had it all all put together, only for him to wait and hear that it was Fraud's name that was called. He promised Sheyi a trip, an all expense paid dinner for himself and his wife outside the house. That's he's even going outside the house to promise things. And then he promised, he gave Ike money, coins, money point coins, gave Cross money point coins, promised Pere that he's going to feature in his movie for free. He was literally going around promising people things. Oh, 8 people. Can you imagine? 8 whole people. Like, this house is bloody. They are very bloody in this house.
I even double checked and went round all of my subjects, made them better offers. I spoke to Sheyi. I said, Sheyi, what is it you want? Cross, my Abuja brother. I said, Cross, what do you need? I need your vote. What do you want? I will give you 100 money on coins. Cross. Flick.
How would they vote for you when you're calling them your subjects? Subjects. That's why they did not vote for you, because you did not do well. You did not approach them the way that you were supposed to approach them. Then Doi also had, like, during her diary room session, it was more of like reporting Ike to Big Brother, right? So there has been this thing going around about Ike trying to get Lebaye to get that 3rd strike so that she can be disqualified. So he has kind of like been poking her, one way or another, so that she's going to fall for that trap. And Doyin said she was going to report to Big Brother, which is what she did in her diary room session today. And she was advocating for him to be, would I say, sent out of, like she said, if she was Big Brother, she's going to, Ike will be out of the house by now. And Big Brother had to call her to order, like, you are not Ike. You are not Ike. Sorry, you're not Big Brother. If I say you're
no,
not
it's
Ike.
wrong. This house is tough for everybody. Somebody that has 2 strikes in one day in the first 2 weeks is not having a good time in this house. I've literally tried to talk to people that are close to him to just please talk to him, to just leave this baby alone. It is the most unfair thing I've seen anybody do to anybody.
Doyin was on fire. And then for Fraud, he sent out a message to his wife So a lot of tears happened in the diary room today. Fraud cried. Even Venita said Venita's diary room session was full of tears, like tears all over the place. Fraud sent out a message to his wife.
My wife, my baby. I just want to appreciate you once again. I know I won't be there, but I want you to know that I love you.
Aw. So Venita also had like a lot of tears. As I would say, a lot of tears during her diary room session. It was she was basically talking about her beef with Neil and just the general situation that has been happening in the house concerning Fraud and the nomination. You guys know that she did not nominate Fraud, she nominated Adekunle. So she broke down in her diary room session earlier today. She broke down in our diary room session earlier today. Let me just show you guys.
I don't always want to have to be so protective. I'm doing my best. Nobody is going to use the heart that I have to manipulate me. I won't allow it.
Wahala. So yeah, they had some other diary room sessions, but these are the ones I just felt like where they had tears. Some were hilarious, and then doing reporting to Big Brother, and then there was this anger situation. There's literally a beef between Venita and Fraud at the moment, and it has to do with the whole thing of her not nominating him and picking Adekunle instead. So she was just like ranting about the fact that she did not know, like she was not fully aware of the situation. When they were planning and saying, okay, we are going to vote Fraud, they did not really have like a roundtable gathering where Benita was there. So she's like, they did not really tell her. It was at the dying minutes where they were trying to say who would they nominate. Somebody was even calling Kidwaya. Benita called Kidwaya. Shay called Alex. And then at the end of the day, they were like, okay, Fraud, and they left. So it was not really like they agreed like, okay, this is what we're going to really do today, roundtable discussion and everything. It wasn't really that deep. So she went in there. She said when she went down, she now remembered that, oh, okay, I have Adekunle and this is the person I'm also close to. I think he's the one that I'm going to choose, right? So she doesn't know why they're making it look like she did something terrible. So she was just ranting to she ranted to him for a pretty long time, to be honest. Like it lasted it lasted for a bit. She was really, really like pissed about the situation.
Nobody came to me that this is the plan, this is what we are doing. By the time I came up, the first thing I said, oh yeah, now who? The way it has been painted to him is like we sat down, had an agreement, and I broke out because of ship.
So she's saying that they're making it seem like she broke out just because of she's in a ship with somebody. And to be honest, you guys, Fraud has actually been playing the entitled type thing where he's guilt tripping them, the people that did not vote for him, people that did not rally around for him, which I don't think makes sense, to be honest. All of them are fighting for their pockets. So why is he guilt tripping? So this particular scene that you're seeing here, he was just acknowledging the fact that Angel went around and rallied for him and was trying to guilt trip Alex about the fact that she did not do the same, that we should have done the same for him. She was like, yeah, I should have done the same, that she didn't know what was going on. And then Fraud was now thanking Angel, saying his child, he's like, obviously, like when his child comes, the child will be proud. So it was kind of like a guilt tripping situation.
If it was you, would you do this thing in jail?
Yes, I would.
Did?
Yes, I would.
You
would. Had told me about
you that
this.
Forgot my name at the door. Thank you.
Hey.
Elena will be so happy when she's born.
I know, she deserves.
Thank you.
So I don't even understand. Like, I feel like he's doing too much at this point because like all of them, he's not like he called Alex's name, he called one person's name. So he can't be angry at everybody for not calling his name. And at the end of the day, he still ended up being called. So like, what's the fuss about? Why are you making a big deal out of something that is not supposed to be that deep? If that maybe he did not win, then yes, maybe he can go around and say, okay, this is what we plan, and you guys did not follow through with the plan. but he still ended up being called. So what's the point?
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me talk about Princess. So Princess made a video that got people talking, a lot of people talking. She said that she cannot, like, oh, why would she go online, and go on the show and be fighting and doing all those things? That she's dating a billionaire. I was like,
Thank you. What will I do now? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I'll just come to TV and start fighting, like, over what? Over food or over man? Like, I'm freaking dating a billionaire.
Wahala be like bicycle. Wahala for who know they date billionaire. Oh. It's okay. So let's talk about their wow task briefly. It's still almost, so my TV is on. Damn. Let's talk about their wow task briefly, because it's still on, but they are done with two parts. So I just decided to include it in this video. So for the first part of the wow task, hold on. For the first part of the wow task, they were to search this stuff where you have all these balls. They were to find some stickers, some sticky papers, and they are supposed to place it on the board up until they are able to spell amazing wow effects. So each person as I keep going, each person kept going until they were able to spell amazing wow effect. Somebody said audio billionaire. Wahala. So for the different teams, we had one team we had Adekunle, Messi, we had Adekunle, Messi, Kidwaya, Venita, and Sheyi. That's for one team. And then the other team we had Tolani Badge, Alex, Neo, and Ike. The other team we had Doyin, Angel, Ilebaye, Fraud, and White Money. And then we had Sisi, Pere, Soma, Uriel, and Cross. So for the second part of the task, for this first part of the task, it was only this last team, the Sisi, Pere, Soma, Uriel, and Cross's team that found all the letters that they needed, right? For the second part, they were asked to create a spoken word. They were to have a spoken word presentation and explain what makes you unique, yourself and your team, what makes you guys unique. So for this second part, the first team, which is Adekunle's team, they did really okay, to be very honest. Like, they performed very well. They came up on stage one by one to perform, and it was pretty good. Hold on, you guys. Why is this playing right now? So they came up on stage one by one to perform, and they did good. So what it was that Adekunle was the one that was narrating for them. Then each of them will come out, talk about themselves. Messi, then Venita came up, talk about herself, and then we had Kidwaya. He came out, spoke about himself. Last but not the least, we had Sheyi that also told us about himself. Oh, I'm getting a like from Facebook. I didn't even know that people were actually watching from Facebook. Hi, if you're watching from Facebook, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're watching from YouTube, please also give this video a thumbs up. Then for the second team that we had Ilebaye. Ilebaye did very well. Let me just play the part that she acted. She acted out while Angel was reading, and she did really, really well. I commend the acting.
We wanted to do better, be better. Zero is an amazing woman. We fought with her day and night.
So this particular task, you guys, it was a tough one, right? For this group that we had, led by Angel. Angel was the one that was obviously reading out the paper, what they wrote on paper, and the rest of them were kind of like participating in the background. Doyin also spoke up, and that's it for this particular group. Lebaye, Doyin, Fraud, White Money, Angel. Then for the next team that we had, Cross, CC, or no, Alex's team came up first. So for the next team, we had Alex, we had Tolani Badge, and this for their team, they also did pretty good. You guys, it was a really, really tough one, or yeah, based on what I watched, I know that it's going to be a very tough decision. So we had Alex, Neil, Alex, Neil, who are the other people? Alex, Neil, Tolani Badge, and Ike. So for their own, the way they did it is that one person is going to come out, and then while that one person is out, like when Neil was out, Alex was the one that was reading out for him while he was acting it out. And then when Tolani Badge came out, Ike was the one that was reading it for her, reading out her personality, and then she'll just do the acting. When Ike came out, Neil read for him, and then Alex came out and Tolani Badge read for her. They did very well also. And then last but not the least, it was Sisi's group, Cross, Pere. Oh, they put Pere and Sisi to be in the same group. Oh. But they also did really good, you guys. So for their own, they made it in such a way that it was the next person's spoken word, it was a continuation of the former person's own, right? So when one person finished, when Pere finished, Uriel came up and continued, kind of like continued from where he stopped. And then after Uriel came up and spoke, Sisi came up and spoke about herself, and then crossed the boss, showing us his boss things. And last but not the least, we had Soma. So, like I said, it was a tough one. I feel like the decision is going to be very tough. Maybe Big Brother is going to make the choice of like who will win based off of I honestly, maybe those that follow the criteria, because it's supposed to represent them and their team. So I think that's how he's going to make the decision at the end of the day, because it was a tough one. They are still yet to finish. Let me turn on my. Oh damn! They are still okay. They've not started the last part, so there's no winner yet. When they're finally done with who is the winner, we're going to know. So let me just read some of the comments. Shinazo said they still called him the most. Why the froze? I honestly don't know why fraud was all about. Was all about that. And then Jennifer said billionaire by proxy. Yeah, yeah, they smell. With the devaluation of naira, it's easy to be a billionaire in naira. Yeah, it is. And Tabitha said doing great. So this is where I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've not given it a thumbs up, please. And yeah, bye, guys. Love you.